This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there. They didn't get a completed pass downfield, but they came off of a momentum play. Big-time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Winston now. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Jameis to throw it. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. That's good for 28 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 43. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Looked like they picked a heck of a time to run the counter.
And we've been saying that in this great game of football probably since we started playing. Anytime you get guys thinking you're going to go one way and you hit back the opposite side, it's a great chance it can turn into the type of play we just saw there.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. From 13 yards out as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Gay is on for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try Get back in this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, 43, 15.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And now the rookie's free. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And going deep for Hill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 68 yards. As the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you...
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He was looking for Watkins that time. Following the interception, Winston. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. He completes it to Evans. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A very solid gain of 27.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it's going to be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 34-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. There on the coverage, knocking that one away was Mike Edwards. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. 3rd and short yardage, Winston. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Ogunbowale, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 10.
White 25. Who that?
On 3rd down, Winston. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. This is Jones. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
A run with Ogunbowale. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Ready? White 25.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. 4th down, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there. We have played 3 quarters, and that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete. A big play there, Mahomes to Watkins, 55 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. 2nd and 12 after the 1st down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that will be incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Now McCoy. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Now here's Mahomes. Watkins, the intended receiver. And that gives him now 3 interceptions. In the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, it's Jones. Fights through and now a crease. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. That's good for a Buccaneer first to pick up of 12 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the pistol, the give to Jones. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Running right, Jones. And he's got room. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Sponge, come on. You're neck. Let's go.
From the red zone now, Winston. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, but it'll be 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The Bucks forced to use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On second down, it's Jones. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here? And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did, huh?
Playing skills.